Now coming to the stage, the elf on a shelf.
It was me! I stole it!
I just want to put it out there. Anybody who buys elves on a shelf is stupid. And those types of people should pay the people that work for them more money. You know who you are. Yeah.
So,
They say that the fucking washing machine is loud as hell. They say that words are violence. Does that mean if you get punched in a foreign country that the fist has an accent?
we with you! Ah!
So for erectile dysfunction, they will sometimes give you a balloon to make it work. I don't have erectile dysfunction, but can I just have one of those balloons? I just want to be sitting in bed being like, hold on, baby. And like Michael Jordan, let's play ball. It would kind of suck, though, to have the balloon and then for my baby to start getting heavily into balloon animals. Starts making my dick look like a dog, a giraffe, or an elephant. I'm just saying, it would be really hard to pee through a crazy straw. You know, for an open casket funeral, that balloon could be fun. Each time your guest walks by the coffin, they step on the button and it makes the whole door go And at that point, I just want to have a birthday cake on my chest with fireworks going off every time they go And at the end of the funeral, it just returns like a semi-truck coming to a complete stop. Yes, leave your money at the door. So, they say you can't hit women. But every mosquito that bites is fuck your phone. Female. Just hitting different, which means I'll slap the shit out of a mosquito hoe. Hitting different parts of my body. Fuck your phone, fuck your phone, fuck your phone. So I'm dating a Brazilian woman for now. Because I like my women the way I like my Arabica mix. Black,
What for now?
Brazilian,
What that means?
and sometimes a little bitter when I forget to turn her phone off.
Why did you say for now?
Because it was funny in the moment.
Oh really?
Of course.
You wanna be the mosquito? Fuck Jessica. Fuck you.
No, it's fuck your phone.
Fuck.
This is why they say turn off your phone before the show. Don't be rude to the other audience members.
You with my phone, you shoot it. You should have.
Probably next time we'll know better. Weirdly, this is the next time. So I figured out where black man confidence comes from, and it's not the massive dick, like so many of you assume. No, it's the rap. You see, rap is just a bunch of positive affirmations disguised as felony threats. Turns out, telling yourself, I get all the money, I get all the bitches, 3 birthday wishes, that's just great for your mental health. What I'm trying to say is rap lyrics are basically vision boards that you can twerk to. Unfortunately, you can't just manifest with any rap lyric. I found that out the hard way. I tried to manifest with Kendrick Lamar. Now I can't get within 500 feet of any children. I tried Ludacris. Now I owe child support area codes 214-512 and 713. And I even tried Notorious B.I.G. Now I got diabetes. And then Diddy fucked me and had me killed to keep me quiet. You know, I would hate to be super old, like everything hurts, everything leaks, old, and then become a vampire. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't just have any coffin. I'd have a Tempur-Pedic coffin. And constant alarms going off to remind me to take my pills. And my sleep number over 4,000. I'd have 10,000 pairs of Dr. Scholl's inserts and dentures. You would think would be the worst thing. Especially because people can play keep away with my teeth. Ha ha, Dracula. Can't bite nobody without your teeth. But the worst would definitely be when you go to transform into an itty bitty bat and have giant vampire balls. Well, how forgetful your old ass is. You're flapping around, dropping from the sky, like a glorified game of Flappy Birds. One testicle's bigger than the other, so you're flying in a circle. Ah, ah, Balls hang so low, you gotta either braid them every single time or you risk thumping across the top of church steeples, teabagging everything you land on. Yes, that is the sound of. No, the gas got left out for the last recording. Then you're flying around, your balls get hung around a gargoyle's mouth, and you're just dangling. Help! Please, somebody help me down from here. I don't know why vampires sound Jewish, but they do. Then along comes your nemesis, Van Balsam the Vampire Taint Hunter. You cut your balls off, you fall to the ground, hold your nuts to your face going, "Hey Dracula, you forgot to talk this." So parenting gets about 100 times harder the moment you find out that your children masturbate. That's right, this is now the adult portion of our show. Strap in and strap on. You're in for a fucking bumpy ride. So I remember being at my parents' house one day, just walking around. They weren't home. I'm looking for money. And I go into their bedroom, I go to their closet and look on the top shelf. And there's a big old paper bag. And I'm like, there's probably money in there. I grab it, I pull it, and raining down upon my head, 8 2-foot lengthwise rubber dildos bouncing off my forehead, just back, 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 back. Like, this is what it's like to be Lindsay Lohan. Back, back, back. I like that one. But then I looked down at one of them and like, you know what? I bet I could masturbate with that. And then I used it wrong. Because you can use a dildo wrong. If it's old enough. I know that made it sound a little corrugated, like it's full of holes, like this is just SpongeBob's dick and I'm finding every part of it. So I took that thing to the bathroom and pissed in God's face for about 30 seconds. Put it right back to the top shelf. Thought nothing of it. And then Dad came home. But thank God Dad came home first. I did not want to have that conversation with Mom. I'm sorry, Mother. At least I wasn't thinking of you. So Dad comes home, that smell hits his face. There's not a lot of things that smell like that. Although I do like to imagine my dad like he's a sommelier and he's just, this doesn't smell like a Richard's Brew. There's a lot less pineapple. Must be Chris. So he goes looking for his son, his little perverted son. Walks up. Like, how do I tell that my perverted son did not do this no more? So he goes to my room, just goes, "Son," from behind the corner, "Son, wouldn't you make a mess?" And I knew what he meant. Didn't need explaining. Also, he didn't need to go as full Disney G-rated film as he possibly could with that, but he did. And goes, "Clean up after yourself." And he tries to walk away. "Dad, what are those for? Your mom's not into that anymore." And he kept going. And you'd think that would be enough to stop me. The very next day, though, right back to their bedroom again. I go straight to the closet. I know where all the prizes are this time. I look to the top shelf, and I'm like, oh no. They took my treasure and replaced it with a picture of a very disappointed Jesus who's just, thou shalt not toucheth yourself. So I remember being at an anime convention, and I saw this guy who to me looked like a perfect representation of the best Freddy Krueger costume I had ever seen. At least half of it. Just half of his body. It looked like, okay, well, he's at a convention, he's probably sweaty, the spirit gum, whatever glue he used for his other half, clearly didn't stay on, and he's just taking a break. But I had to compliment him. I'm like, I was very impressed by how good of a job he did. So just walk right up to the guy like, dude, that's amazing. And he's confused. What? You're Freddy Krueger. It looks so real. And he goes, I'm not wearing a costume. Oh. Yeah, I was in a house fire, man. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I only come to these conventions because nobody passes as much judgment as you have. Oh. Well, you're going to be in my nightmares tonight.
Poor guy.
Yes, but I was embarrassed. I mean, he melted, but I felt kind of weird for a minute. Mm-hmm. Poor guy. You know, reminiscing. Mm-hmm. So when people go to get a tattoo, the last thing you think they're going to do is point out how much more you masturbate with your right hand than you do with your left. And that's what happened to me when I was getting my tattoo. I was just at the artist. I'm getting a back piece laying down on a table. Then along comes Steve the artist, who pulls over another guy for a second opinion. Now there's just two adults behind me having a conversation about how best to attach the tattoo. Like, to me, it sounded like a couple of astronauts trying to land a rover onto my ass. Being like, okay, if we go 10% here and 30% over there, eventually it's going to look symmetrical. And I'm just laying there like, you didn't have to say any of that out loud. You could have just asked me what the problem was. The problem is I need to exercise more. And the whole time there's a guy sitting next to me listening. And he just pops up. Hey man, you're supposed to swap hands. And they all start laughing. One of the most embarrassing moments of my life, I'm just praying ink hits a vein. Put me out of my misery, please. And I tried playing it off. No, guys, come on. I wouldn't. This was Tylenol. Mom was pregnancy, you know. And then fucking Steve. No, dude, that was Pornhub.
Vai viciado.
See.
Viciado, descarado, sem vergonha.
So you guys remember Ursula, the sea witch from Little Mermaid? What if that bitch had an octopus's mouth? That means that sea witch would have a beak. I'm talking Iago from Aladdin, beak. I'm talking Toucan Sam high on Fruit Loops, beak. I'm talking Boba Fett being eaten by a sand butthole, beak. I bet that's the main reason why she even got banished from said parties. She's just showing up, sliding across hors d'oeuvres like an insane Roomba with tits. Just, nom, nom.
Tapas, my favorite.
Nom. Walks right over to the wine bowl and dips, marinating that shit. Nom, nom, nom. Starts gargling. I'm getting hints of vanilla, oak, and a whole lot of shellfish. It's a fucking frog. This is what we call method acting.
Beaky.
Yes, beaky. That's what we call it. My little beaky. Want to meet my friend?
Your big,
I'll crack some walnuts with
your
you.
big beaky, big beaky, beaky.
Yes, big bicky, big dicky.
Oh my god.
You know how blind people read Braille? If a blind guy wanted to send a dick pic, I bet it would just be the outline, and he just hands it to you. All right, tell me what you see, because I haven't seen nothing ever. Is it big? Is it to your liking? Here, have another one. Can you feel every little bump? That's called hemorrhoids.
I won't.
Herpes. It's called herpes. Hemorrhoids is inside the butthole. But hey, if you're blind, you don't know what you're touching. You know, if a blind guy wanted to, you know, Danny Trejo's face is so rough. If a blind guy touched it, he'd think it was a topographical map and he just discovered Blackbeard's gold. Because you know the saying, X marks the spot, but for Danny Trejo, it's X, 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 X. Every spot is a spot of treasure with Danny Trejo's face.
Oh, guy.
If a blind guy tried to read Danny Trejo's face, he'd be going, ah, sí, me llamo es Cristobal. Because he would immediately learn Spanish and have the entire Machete trilogy memorized, including the third one that never got made. If Danny Trejo wanted to get a facelift, he would need concrete and a shovel. And even then, the wall would still wink. Look, I've got nothing against the world's manliest Mexican. I just can't stand his skincare routine. Because, you know, I'd still give him a kiss. Mind you, I'd be halfway through screaming, get this man some Clinique and a belt sander. And I need at least 5 tubes of chapstick or I'm not going to make to see tomorrow. You know, so much of my adulthood has been ruined by my... So much of my childhood has been ruined by my adulthood. Yeah, we got it figured out. You know, because thanks to Pornhub, I came across a parody for the popular TV show DuckTales. And they called it Cucktails. Starring Splooge McDuck, Ooey Gooey, and Louie. Which I thought was weird because the third name was still the same name. We just kept that the same.
Louie Gooey.
Yes, Ooey Gooey and Louie. You know, his nephews.
Louie Gooey and Louie.
Of course. But you know, the theme song is just as catchy as the original. Life is like a nightmare here in my room. Dishes, mistress, boyfriends. It's a cuck blur. Might beg for mercy, but she just ignores me. Cocktails, boo-hoo. Every day I'm out here taking cocktails, boo-hoo. Tales of staring so sad and blue, no fuck tales, boo-hoo. Not manly tales, not outfit tales, no cuck tales, boo-hoo. And don't bother looking that up, because it doesn't exist. I made the entire thing up. I just had to blame Pornhub in case Disney tried to sue me. And I'll leave you with this one final joke for the evening. You know, intolerant people, they don't have a superhero. For that matter, they don't have a bad enough supervillain. Which is why I invented Intolerant Man. Intolerant Man has the power to fly to other countries and demand they speak English. Intolerant Man can turn down ethnic music anytime Steely Dan is interrupted. Intolerant Man gets physically ill anytime he tastes MSG, Chinese food, you name it. He's sick of it. And like every good villain, eventually they meet their comeuppance. So the rest of this bit is about the day Intolerant Man dies. So one day, Intolerant Man sees a gay Jewish couple kissing in front of a Cracker Barrel and passes out from sheer outrage. Then wakes up in the future, where everyone is ethnically ambiguous. No categories, just humans. So he runs to a nearby mall, screaming, "Where are my people?" Then this mixed-race toddler looks up. "Third, have you tried ayahuasca?" And he panics, runs to a bathroom. He's sweating, he's shaking, he grabs the sink, and looking back at him in the mirror is Kanye West. Meh, meh, meh. He touches his face. It's still Kanye. He touches his hair. It's different. He opens his pants. The one-eyed purple monster. And he cries out to the heavens, "My white soul! It's leaving my body!" Then this mayonnaise-colored soul rises up from the chest of intolerant man, moaning as it ascends, as one final tragic tear rolls down his face in the shape of a Confederate flag. Intolerant man had become the one thing he hated most, being successful and black. Thank you! That's my time! Tip your waiters! And don't forget, everybody, fuck your phone!
Yeah, it's fucking fun.